Catz is a name that I haven't heard of in a very long time. They used to have a reputation for making video game accessories. I want to focus on what they just posted.
What is the best RPG game series you have ever played?
Oh god, what the hell is going on with this image? Why do these characters look like horrific monstrosities? Why are these companies still relying on AI art to do this stuff? Granted, they got the composition right, so it doesn't look horrific if you zoom out of the picture or blur out the details, but my god, why do you even approve this?
AI art is garbage. Maybe so, but give it time.
Yeah, there won't be a time where AI art gets good when you just keep on using them without having the really talented artist feed them data. Just saying. We have another AI hoopla for you, and this is from an interesting source. This is a person who doesn't like AI and yet decides to praise an instance of AI usage. AI has been quite a contentious topic for a lot of people. I'm still rather neutral about it, but if you are taking a stance on it, at least be consistent. Tara Strong recently shared this AI-generated art of Dora the Explorer staring blankly into space, and Bubbles, who... Actually, hold on a second, it might be Blossom, because... Actually, it might be Buttercup. Oh god, they fused them all into one! I'm pretty sure the professor accidentally produced 3 Powerpuff Girls, not 1 monstrosity. And I wouldn't describe this as adorable. That's really odd coming from her because she is a voice actor, she voice Bubbles, and she is against AI. But apparently it's okay when AI art is done in another artistic medium that's not yours, as long as it's cute. The Actors Union is recently talking about replacing voice actors with AI. I mean, seriously, Tara, what are you doing? Whew, AI hooplas are quite the trip. But before we get to more hooplas, this video is brought to you by all these wonderful people. You guys are fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then please check out the links down below. Just $1, and you have contributed so much into the channel. Seriously, thank you so much. And now, let's get to the next hoopla, which involves a rather constant variable in our universe, the sun. Well, this is quite an outrageous claim.
The sun has little to no effect on the environment.
I mean, I'm no scientist, but I'm pretty sure that's not true.
The sun isn't suddenly getting hotter, and we are not any closer to the sun than we were before, yet the average temperature of the planet is going up.
Well, for one, duh. And 2, do you really think that the sun's only contribution is to make the earth hot? It takes a couple of searches. It's not that hard. If you really want to argue for something you believe in, don't make stupid arguments that make you look dumb. One thing I can say about the sun is that it's the one thing that a lot of internet users should really be seeing. At least seeing the sun wouldn't lead them to make posts like this. There's this new anime that's about to come out about an elf who's fat and wants to get thin. Now that's quite the problematic premise for the current year, which is why we have 2 sides of the terminally online that requires some good old dunking.
So woke ideology infecting anime. Never thought I saw the day.
I have no idea which part you meant as woke. Is it because she's chubby? Being chubby is not woke. Yes, progressives can be chubby and even fat, but you're an idiot to think that only progressives get fat. Speaking of progressives...
I wish they didn't give her hentai boobs.
This manga is ecchi and seinen. In other words, it has adult content for adults, not for kids, like you.
Looks like fat fetish more than body inclusion.
Well, I guess chubby women don't need some love.
When are we gonna stop openly objectifying women?
When human beings stop getting horny, which is never.
Male characters aren't treated this way throughout anime.
They absolutely do. You just don't watch a lot of anime. But you know what? I really wouldn't want to suggest these people to watch anime. I'd rather have these people to
step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air.
Otherwise, you'd suffer. Like this poor lady. This is a really odd hoopla. This woman claims that she's been using the phone 4 hours a day, and now she's suffering from chronic pain and can't sleep. Okay, I've used my phone for more than 4 hours a day, and I'm perfectly fine. There has to be something wrong with your body that's gone to that point. Apparently, she has spent thousands of dollars to solve this issue, including hiring specialists, chiropractors, and steroid injections? She's also considering Botox injections. I mean, I have no idea what's going on with her right now, but I can tell you this. It's not because you use the phone 4 hours a day. You can use your phone in all sorts of positions and you'll be fine. So what happens to the lady? I don't know. Maybe you guys know something that I missed. What I do know is that I need to get more workouts done. and she probably should too. I hate it when hooplas end mysteriously. I also hate it when hooplas don't have a definitive happening. This hoopla is still being planned, and I gotta say, the plan is pretty crazy. Okay, why does this legal document pop up in my timeline? Apparently, this legal document is a new law proposal in Oklahoma where students who purport to be imaginary animals or animal species or who engage in anthropomorphic behavior, commonly referred to as furries at school, shall not be allowed to participate in school curriculum or activities. I mean, I agree that being a furry at school is not a good idea, but straight up banning the activity to become a furry is violating their rights to free expression. Furries aren't always 18 plus. A lot of Disney works are filled with humanoid animals, and they are very PG. Unfortunately, most adult furries are 18 plus, which is why I recommend children stay away from the online furry discourse. What the students need is a good education about these things, but I don't trust the current year's teachers to teach them anything about internet culture. That's why people try to ban them, because real education is a lot of work. Banning stuff is much easier. Also, calling animal control for the furries is... The issue with the furries is that a lot of their adult audiences dominate the discourse online, which makes their fandom not accessible to any kids or teenagers, even if the furry stuff appeals more to them. But guys, furry or not, please don't put metal in electrical sockets. This is really dumb. This is a video of a hidden safe behind an electrical socket, which is a neat idea if a bit overly complicated. I mean, what if the guy around was looking to charge his phone and then he accidentally stumbled upon someone's freaking safe? It's not a great place to hide stuff. It's a cliche, even in spy shows like Burn Notice, one of my favorite shows of all time. But this person said, hey, try opening one of yours. Maybe there is something behind it. Yeah, don't do that, because this is what will happen to you. That's Electroboom for you. Don't worry, he's an actual expert. He just does it for the lulz. Also, this post got community noted, and I absolutely love how sassy the community note is. Humans can't be trusted. You said it, Notes.
I'm frustrated that the human race is doomed.
That one was funny, but boy, we are saving the most depressing hoopla near the end, aren't we? Don't worry, it's depressing only for the person who suffers. For us, we can either take the hard lessons or point and laugh, because this person deserves quite the ridicule. This post is just incredibly sad in all sorts of ways. You have this Redditor coming in and talking about how they got involved in a gacha hell that caused them to spend over $3,000 on a game that they don't even like. They lost all savings and are panicking. This is just a typical gacha addict regret story. We've heard this a million times. Don't play gacha games. What makes this one so special? Well, if you thought that story made you lose all sympathy to him, this part will make you lose even more. The OP talked about how they hated the game on principle alone. The game is over-sexualized, and it's so over the top that they needed to actually see how bad it could really be. That's just dishonesty in plain sight. The OP also said that they have real issues with over-sexualized representations of women, and yet you spend $3,000 on a game that you didn't even want to spend on and make the situation much worse. Move on from that loss and seek help.
You need to seek professional help.
Well, that was sad and depressing. Let's end with something more amusing, shall we? I think the Barbie movie is a masterpiece. And by that, I mean a masterpiece in making me laugh at how utterly contradictory, inconsistent, and paradoxical the whole movie is. I already covered this in great detail, and instead of taking it at face value, I'll just take the absolute undeniable positive, which is that Ryan Gosling, in general, is a godsend. It seems that real life is gonna commit to that very same paradox all over again. The song I'm Just Ken just won the Critics' Choice Award for Best Song, with Ryan Gosling just looking utterly confused and devastated by what the flying freaking hell just happened there. While Gosling was utterly confused, this person is outraged.
A dumb song about masculinity beating out a beautiful song by a woman feeling like a product in her life for a movie about womanhood. Male critics never failed to miss the mark.
Yeah, the Billie Eilish song that we're referring to, it's admittedly infinitely better. But that song can also be about Ken, ironically. So yeah, Ken still wins. And that's all for the video today. Guys, if you like this video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out my AVP Show stream channel link down below. Go subscribe. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.